I want to discuss why it is that many people who are very concerned about abortion don't necessarily support anything that would lead to a decrease in abortion. For example, they don't support vasectomies or tubal ligations. That often comes up. They don't tend to support alternative sexual practices. Okay, I read an article which I think may very well have hit the nail on the head as to why this is. Most people in the abortion criminalization movement morally are deontologists. Okay, and most people who believe abortion should be legal tend to be consequentialists. These are two different ways of approaching morality. Okay, now deontologists tend to be much more concerned with the morality of motives. Consequentialists tend to be, as the name suggests, much more concerned with moral consequences. Now, these are not completely apart from each other. People who take a deontological approach are concerned with consequences. People who are basically consequentialists are concerned with motives. So they're not two different worlds. But there is a tendency to emphasize moral motives in the case of deontologists and moral outcomes in the case of consequentialists. Okay. And that is one reason why it is that many people who are concerned with abortion don't support everything that would decrease abortion. Obviously, a vasectomy is going to decrease abortion. I mean, unless it doesn't work, it's going to decrease the abortion. It's going to mean that man's not going to impregnate a woman who's going to abort. Tubal ligation, unless it fails, means that woman's not going to get an abortion. But they're reluctant to suggest these things. Having other types of sex, which doesn't lead to pregnancy, is another way. But again, they're reluctant to suggest these things because they are concerned with moral motives as well as moral outcomes. Consequentialists would be more likely to suggest these things because they are more concerned with the moral outcomes. Okay, and so these are some thoughts that I have on that.